How do married people with kids have the time and energy to be unfaithful?
Found out a few months ago that the father of one of the guys I knew as a kid was discovered having an entire second family, like a woman, and for kids that were all his and he supported financially and lived with while on business trips. I was disgusted, but that wasn't even the thing I most felt. The thing I felt the most upon hearing that was utter exhaustion. I have one wife and two kids, and I am with you up. I don't know how anyone can have the same and be like, y'all know what I need, a whole other family to raise to, even trying to seriously contemplate. It just makes me want to take a nap.
They get energy from being unfaithful. It's probably an escape from reality. Adrenaline also helps.
In my experience, I've known some of these. Mostly in the military, their spouse is doing 90% of the parenting while they fuck around.
My husband was going to work very early in the morning, telling me he had to be there early, then leaving early in the afternoon to see someone, managing to be home on time. If you're determined to be Anne, you'll find a way.
By not giving a fuck about their families and claiming to be working all the time. Source: having been the kid whose dad was unfaithful to his mom, and it turned out much more involved in the life of his mistress's kid than his own.
I wonder this all the time. I imagine they're just a neglectful spouse and parent that's making the other person do all the work. So they're a low-quality human by every metric.
People are incredibly productive when they desire something at a certain level.
From my experience with my ex cheating on me, I took care of the kids about 95% of the time, and he would often work late.
The cheater is probably not pulling his/her weight when it comes to parenting and household labor. This shirking of responsibility comes from their sense of entitlement and superiority, which also allows them to lie and be unfaithful without their conscience bothering them.
Because he did nothing in the house while I worked part-time, raised the kids, cooked his meals, kept his home clean, and him taken care of, meaning what other alternative did he have but to use the spare time I enabled him to have? It was only fair he got a hobby right, and he literally spent 0 time with his kids either, so I guess he had 100 times more energy than me.
Beats me. We have an 11-year-old and my wife and I are exhausted 24/7. The scenario that truly blows my mind is people with multiple families, i.e. hiding them from one another. Who the hell has the time, energy, and money?
People will always find the time and effort to be a piece of.
Simple. People have lives outside of the house and work. Instead of hanging out with friends, they lie and hang out with their affair partner. Sometimes the affair partner is a friend. Or they lie about work hours. It's even easier if they travel for work or the relationship is long distance.
Someone who wants to cheat will find a way. Business trips.
They act like they're working more.
Location, opportunity.